Hi, I want to review with you a little bit about how to multiply polynomials. We're going to use this to check our work in the factoring chapter that we're doing right now. You're not going to do it right now, but over the next couple days, you will be having to check your work, and this is how you're going to check it. I want to take these two polynomials, x plus 2, x minus 5, and I want to make them into one polynomial in standard form. Now, there's a couple different ways that some of you have learned how to do this. One is the FOIL method. Another is the box method. There are other ways to do it. But I'm going to kind of go over both and explain a really easy way to do this. All right, so the FOIL method is first, outside, inside, last. Really, all the FOIL method is just distributing twice, and that's the easy way to do these. Is everybody knows how to distribute, so I'm going to distribute the x to the x in the negative 5, then I'm going to distribute the positive 2 to the x in the negative 5, and then combine any like terms. So x times x, x squared. X times negative 5, negative 5x. Now I'm going to distribute the 2. 2 times x, 2x. 2 times negative 5, negative 10. Now I'm going to combine any like terms, which are these two guys here. So I have x squared, negative 5x plus 2x is negative 3x, minus 10. And this is standard form. This is a standard form polynomial. Standard form means I put the highest exponent first, which is the squared, then the next highest, which in this case is the x term, and then the last one is the one without the variable, which is the constant. So this is my final answer. Now the other way some of you have learned how to do it is the box method, which is just the same thing, just in a different form with a picture. I'm going to take each of these polynomials and break them up. So I have an x and a positive 2 on this side. Then I have an x and a negative 5 on this side. Now I just multiply where the two rows and columns meet. So x times x goes in this blank here, so that's x squared. X times negative 5 is negative 5x. X times positive 2, positive 2x. And then 2 times negative 5, negative 10. Now if you notice, this is exactly the same thing as what I got in this step right there. It just looks different. It's in a different form. So now I just take everything and combine like terms. I have an x squared, doesn't have a like term. Negative 5x and positive 2x, negative 5x plus 2x is negative 3x. And then I have minus 10. And it's in standard form. I got the same answer both the ways. Okay, so why is FOIL not the way that I want you to do it? Well, not necessarily the method, but thinking of it as first, outside, inside, last. The reason is, it's not always going to be two-term polynomials that are multiplying by each other. This first quantity is two terms, that's a binomial, and then I have a trinomial. So if I do first, outside, inside, last, what happens with this guy? That guy doesn't fit any of those descriptions. So this is where just distributing twice helps. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and distribute. So I'm going to distribute the x to all three of those terms. X times x squared, x to the third. X times 4x. 4x squared, x times negative 2, negative 2x. All right, so I'm done with the x. Now I distribute the negative 3. Negative 3 times x squared, negative 3x squared. Negative 3 times 4x, negative 12x. Negative 3 times negative 2, positive 6. All right, I just have more terms here. So before I had 4 in the first example, now I have 6 terms. So now I combine like terms. Well, x cubed doesn't have a like term, so I bring it down. 4x squared minus 3x squared, that's 1x squared, so plus x squared. Negative 2x minus 12x, that's negative 14x. And then I have a constant, positive 6. Notice it's in standard form. I go from 3 to 2 to 1 to no variable, which is the constant. So this is my final answer. Now I could also do this using the box method, and if you want to do that, that's fine. I'm not going to do the whole thing, but I'll at least draw what the box would look like. Now instead of doing a 2 by 2, I'm going to need a 2 by 3 because I have 3 terms in that second polynomial. So I have x and a negative 3, and then I have x squared, 4x, so positive 4x, and negative 2. And now I would just go through and multiply and fill in all the boxes, and then go ahead and combine like terms and get exactly the same thing I got the first time. So either way you want to do it, perfectly fine with me, as long as you get the right answer. That's the important part.